Hey everyone, this is Samuel Seo, and today I'm here at the Ateam Plus Entertainment in order to show you guys how the K-pop is being made. Oh my K-pop, hello, this is Samuel Seo. K-pop has been loved all over the world. NCT 127 Youngwoong, Kick It, Red Velvet, Dum Dum, and EXO Love Me Right. I'm about to meet the producers who made all of these famous songs. Shall we go together now? Red Velvet's Dum Dum and EXO's Love Me Right. And I'm about to meet the producer who made all of these famous songs. So, shall we go together right now? Ah. Let's go.
안녕하세요. 사무엘. 반갑습니다.
Alright, so we can't explain the current K-pop music world without talking about this person. So today, to answer many curiosity of K-pop fans, I'm here to meet the legendary producer, Ryan Jhun. Yeah. Alright, so nice to meet you, Ryan, and please introduce yourself.
Hello, K-pop fans. My name is Ryan Jhun. I'm a producer, songwriter, A&R,
CEO.
publisher,
Yes.
CEO, doing multiple stuff.
Right,
You know?
pretty much
Nice
everything.
to meet you guys.
Yeah, because you've been in this industry for over how long? For like 13 to 20 years, I
It's
guess?
almost like 11 years now.
Yeah? Wow, that's so long. I mean, I have been tracking your trace ever since you came to Korea, so it's kind of
Thank you.
surreal to be sitting in front of you, like no joke. Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Anyways, so where are we sitting right now?
So you guys at our company, Ateam Entertainment, and this is third floor, my studio, and we recording like our artists and other artists, and also we have a like practice room and rehearsal room, and we have office, we have a cafeteria, we got everything here.
Wow.
So before we move on, can you tell us, maybe I say two songs that are born in this room? Top two.
Top two.
Yeah.
I mean, since we recording our artists here too, like VAV, and I remember the song was recording here with Victon, Mayday, and Oh My Girl, Dolphin.
Yes.
So yeah, that those two songs we recorded here.
All right, perfect. So anyways, guys, let's dive and dig more deep into him. So, a composer, A&R, idol agency CEO, etc. You are currently
So many names.
currently in numerous roles in the K-pop industry. We could probably describe Ryan Jhun as the human K-pop himself. So I think many of K-pop fans may be curious about how the master of K-pop was born. So what pulled you into the music industry?
I mean, that's such a long story, right? I can't
Right.
even. I mean, once we talk about this, it takes like days and days, right? But long story short, actually, my dream was a singer, artist like you, right? But since our parents is very like
Yeah, more strict back then.
strict,
Yeah.
back in the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
that's why I just give up that dream and start off with the band and like orchestra at high school when I was in US, and that dream like comes like bigger and bigger, and I was like, that was when I was like 21, 22 years old,
Right.
and I was like, you know what, I want to like start making songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to produce the records, and I want to like give this song to like, like different artists.
Right.
That's how I started off,
Right.
like 21 years old. When
Yeah.
I was 20, 21, around that time.
That's
So,
what we all needed.
Mm.
So, I don't think we have to talk about how you came to Korea, I guess.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
you talked about it so many times. So, like, can you at least shorten it? The
I mean,
reasons? Yeah.
Samuel asking like really sharp question,
Yeah.
which is I never got it before. 감사해요.
Oh,
I
감사합니다.
really appreciate it, Yeah, I mean, so after like, 이거 말해도 되는지 모르겠는데, like it has some like minor, I'll say, some sort of like racism,
Yeah.
going around, because like Asian guy writing songs, music, not really, So I had that impression all the time. So one day our team was, which is my partner Mark,
Right.
and everybody would sit down together. Hey, listen, like, so the US pop like market wall is like it's kind of hard to break in. So since I'm Korean,
Right.
why don't we go out to Korea and try to give a shot?
All right.
And that's how I came to Korea with I just had $200
Yeah.
and just jump into plane and just fly out like without knowing anyone.
So it's $200 plus plane fee, right? Yeah. Anyways, the funny part is that before he moved back to Korea, what happened is when he was calling all the other different labels in Korea, everyone thought he was conning them because he was using the Korean southern accent.
Right, Busan
Right.
accent,
And he claims that he's from the States and he's using the southern accent. So can you share the...
So it's like this,
Yeah.
right? Since like I'm pretty sure you guys are hearing my speaking,
Yeah.
I have like, I'll say broken accent or like
No,
southern
sure.
accent, something like that, right? So I was like, I went to like a couple of labels here, there, and it's like, oh, so where you from? So, 저 뉴욕에서 왔는데요. And then I was like, 뉴욕에서 왔는데요. And, so what's up with that accent? I was like, yeah, I'm from US, but yeah, I'm from Busan. So everybody, most of label had a bad impression about me because this guy's saying that he's from state,
Yeah,
but
right.
like all of a sudden he's speaking like Busan, like southern accent. And what's up with that, right? I was like, yeah, that's me. It's hard to fix it, but here's my passport. This, that. So most of people did not believe
Right.
what I said to them.
Until they saw you, right?
Right.
Right. So let the story begin. His journey as a producer. So, what was your first debut song as a K-pop producer?
First debut song.
Yeah.
So basically, I was just struggling
Yeah.
and like try to like I'll say hustle about a year.
Yeah.
And so again, like that's another like long story, right?
Right.
But, make it short.
Right.
And I went to like bunch of different labels and throwing like demo here there. And now SM, they're the one who pick up my call and listen to my demo. And then our staff, now
He's the
person is
CEO,
a
right?
CEO
Yeah.
now, right? 이성수 대표님. 근데 we basically they just got me a ticket, airplane ticket to go to US together. So he see what I do. After he confirmed,
Right.
SM took the very first song was Shiny Get Down. So that was my official debut
Right.
in Korea.
So there must have been a tremendous amount of effort in the process. So is there maybe a memorable episode or something you can share with us?
Memorable episode.
It doesn't have to be about producing. Yeah.
I mean, since nobody knew what I do and
Yeah.
nobody knew who I am, and that time like I couldn't do multiple stuff. Right? So I need to. I was that time. I need to focus on writing song and producing the record, and I couldn't work, right? So like during the weekend, I was just doing DJ and with my parents, we had a chicken restaurant, this, that, but I couldn't like running multiple stuff, right? So again, I had 돈이 필요했죠.
Yeah.
I was just broke, totally broke, right? But at the same time, I couldn't like support by my parents and like 아빠, my dad was like, nah, I don't want to help you. I was like, you know what, like 이름 지워, from the
The 호적, right?
호적, right?
The family tree. 호적 is family tree in English, yeah.
So I was having really hard time. So again, we laughing and it's kind of joke now, but like back in the day, I just brought like $200, so I couldn't have a place to sleep, and I couldn't, I didn't have that much money to eat. So like Gangnam-gucheong down the block, I was just sleeping there a couple of times because of a 지하철, the subway was like
Right.
shut down, and because in US it's like 24 hours, like
Right.
New York was a 24-hour subway train. So again, I was living a couple times in subway train, even US too. Like
That's
back and forth,
something new.
that's the hustle, When I was hungry, just drinking some water, and like I hate to say this, but when I went to a mart, like supermarket
Right.
here, they're just sharing like appetite, like how do you call it, like 그거 있잖아요, 막 먹는 거, how do you call that, like at the mart, like they give you some sort of a service to having some sample
시식 코너.
시식 corner, right? So I was just having that like during the weekend,
Right.
Saturday. Yeah, so that was my part of a memorable time, right?
Wow.
Yeah, and then so that was fun.
I mean, he claims it's fun, but if you put yourself into that position, it couldn't be any more harder than live through all of that, because sleeping in the subway, keeping yourself fed at the 시식 corner, the food service corner, that's something you cannot do if you don't really trust yourself, or else you be just quit all those music process and just go find another job, right?
Right.
All right,
Everybody mention it. You know what? Like, why don't you just quit? Like, try not to, do like writing song, and why don't you just get a job?
Right.
Even in Korea. But that time, like, still like my ex boss
Right.
asked me to come back to like car dealership and finance. I was like, you know what? But because of that time, because of that moment, makes me like stronger and stronger. But I don't know, you believe it or not, trust me, that time I was so happy, right?
Right.
Because you know what? I have a, how do you call it? Like, because I have a future.
Right.
This time is it's going to make me like stronger and stronger. So these days, like, I have like enough money to eat, enough money to like, how do you call it? Like
Right.
buying people's friends and food, whatever. So I don't like, still, because of that time, right, I still don't wasting food. So like the to-go system, like bring food home in Korea is not that like functionable. But I always ask them if I have some leftover food, and just can you just wrap this out? I just want to bring to go and home, eat home, and yeah. So like that time, even now, I still like look at my time and my spot is like look at as a I would say positive way, right? Like I never thought about like negative side, 긍정적,
How do you stay all that positive? I mean, I'm pretty sure you made yourself think more positive, but there must have been at least some of negativity that's trying to ruin you. Then how did you overcome that?
I mean, sometimes I like complain to my 실장님.
Right. So you did complain sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I complain, but it's not like I'll say it's not complaint, it's like bitching, like accusing,
Because
then,
for the typical musicians like myself, I usually complain about my current status of being, wow, how can I make more money? And wow, how am I going to live through this year and stuff like that? I was always complaining about my current status and what should I do to achieve the higher place than I'm standing right now. So after hearing what you said, maybe it's time I should change what I think.
Hey, listen, like if I give as a friend, if I give you advice, if you have like those negative vibes kicking into your mind, right?
Yeah.
Trust me, end of the day, no one's gonna help you.
Right.
So that kind of makes me like upset. You know what? If I complain this, if I complain that, no one's gonna help me. 뭐라고 그래야 되지? 아무도 안 도와주니까, right? So
Right.
you know what? Like let's just get rid of this. Like let's just refresh my mind.
Right.
So that's how you run it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna help you.
Yeah.
I try to,
I mean, I was so tripping bad up till like a couple of years ago, but then I met this rapper. His name is Occasion, and he and I we talked about this thing called mind detox. Mind detox. Yeah. Just let go of all the negativities and start thinking positive from now on. So that's how that has been the most huge turning point of my life so far. So I really thank the occasion about giving me the idea of mind detox. And today, we all know that it's not about him. It's about Ryan. So, so, all right, let's now talk about your turning point. You have been consistently working hard since 2008 to the present 2020. So is there a song that became a turning point in your musical life?
You know what? It's hard to say this, but I don't want to brag, but every song is my turning point. So
Yeah?
basically, again, don't get me wrong, right? Every song that I produce, every song that our team producing the record, we always mention it, right? You know what? Let's make this song as our last song.
Right.
You know, so every single song that we bring it out, like release record, that's our turning point song. So it's like a soccer coach named Hiddink.
All right.
Like, 나는 배고프다, you know, I'm still hungry, you know. So every song that we release is our turning point. That's how
So it's
we,
not
like,
about
build
the
up our-
financial stuff, it's about the mental stuff, right?
It's not about the finance.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
The money is like besides the money situation. Because like now, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about a little more stuff later. But you know, not only me, right? The music is same as a team
Right.
play, team game, right? So I need to, if I become like lazy, my rest of team's gonna be collapsed.
Right.
So how do you call it? Like, so we need to, I need to wake up every single moment, right? I have to think about like motive stuff, not cause of me, cause of my producer, cause of my A&R, cause of my like, you know, writers and cause of my like 작사가들, you know, like lyricists, right? So again, you know, back to your question, like every song is our turning point.
Yeah.
Focus.
I mean, usually an interviewee, I'm not talking about you, a certain interviewee usually change the answers every time they go on a different interview. But you, I think you are sticking to the same answer every time you go on a different interview, as well as this question. Yeah, every song is your turning point. That's a good thing.
So we're always thankful that like label or like company getting our song,
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure they we throw our like heart, right? We throw our like 진심, you know? So you know, gladly, you know, like all the label, you know, really love our records, and that like always like showing the result. You know? That's how I see it.
Right. So we're gonna move on to the next question.